Hey, what's up, Internet? It's Angry Matt again. Here, going to give you another one of these video reviews. My MPA DS9 video got at least three figures worth of views. Hell yeah. So, we're going to do another one. So, today we're talking about Ace virtual shooting on the MetaQuest VR headset. That's what this thing is. And for those of you that don't know me, I've been shooting USPSA and IDPA for 21 years now. I'm a three division GM in USPSA and a multi time IDPA state champion. And if you've been following my channel at all recently, you've probably seen some of the VR shooting clips, and you would recognize those in the videos. I've been playing the game for almost a year now, and I've been an ACE advocate since October. So make sure to use my discount code Super-Tactical if you do buy anything from ACE. Check out ace.super-tactical.com to go right to their page. Hashtag get paid. So, anyway, let's talk a little bit about the game. Ace Virtual Shooting is a realistic shooting simulator that has a bunch of real world guns included inside the game, real world optics, magazine size options, stuff like that. You can see in the video clip, I don't know what corner I'm going to put it in. I'm using a Terran Tactical Sand Viper or maybe an Alien, whatever that goofy gun is. Um, but there's a bunch of different guns included inside the game. There's Staccato, SIG, Staccato HD, Glock clones, Terran Tactical, a couple of open guns, a few different things. And then you can also buy handsets that represent all of those too. So this is the Terran Tactical Pit Viper. The MetaQuest controller clips in on the top. This thing weighs like 40 something ounces with the controller in it. Has a working mag button, has a working trigger. You can do your own trigger job on here. It's like 2.5 pounds, 2 pound trigger. Matches my actual gun, like almost exactly. Has a little bit more travel, but pull weight is pretty light. Out of the box, it's like 4 or 5 pounds, something like that. Um, and you can, of course, mess around with that on your own. And there's also like dozens of aftermarket options for different guns, different things. A buddy of mine has a CZ Shadow clone, and he put actual CZ Shadow brass grips on it to bring the weight up a little bit. Um, so about it, I mean, I really do like Ace for the visual training aspect, shot calling and transitions. I think you can really work on under the name of the game inside the game in terms of getting the highest hit factors and stuff. And that's also really what we're working on the majority of the time in USPSA. So you can use it to train for just going absolute for speed and chasing those leaderboard scores, or you can use it as a beginner just to learn your fundamentals and your gun handling, or to get into the sport of USPSA or Steel Challenge. You can see in the clips there's individual drills you can pick. Some are stand and shoot, some are USPSA field courses, some are Steel Challenge again. There's even some tactical type scenarios, open steel ranges just to kind of shoot and plink on stuff. And there's a ranger, they call it, where you can set up 4 or 5 different targets at various distances. You can have paper targets, steel targets, Texas Star, whatever, and you can set up your own little drills on that one. There's also the series, I guess they would call them, which are basically just a group of a handful of stages, 4 or 5, sometimes a few more, that they put together. Um, they have stages that represent like nationals at every USPSA nationals for the last couple of years. And you have to shoot the stages, all the stages in a row. You only get one attempt at each, and then it combines your scores at the end and gives you kind of a match score. So it's pretty cool to get a little bit of match pressure built in there because you only have one chance to shoot each stage in the series before moving on. And that's kind of how your ace score is determined in the app that comes along with it. You have an ace score, they call it, and that is based on your performance on the daily drills that come out every day and the weekly series that comes out every Monday. So you get 3 attempts on each of those, and then they take. Actually, I don't know if they take your average or your highest score. I should probably know that. And they determine what your ace score is. So there's like ace level, which is the highest, diamond, platinum, gold, bronze, steel, wood. I actually don't really know what they start at. But it's a cool way to kind of rank up, kind of like the classification system, but it's a good way to track your own progress and kind of see where you are. There's also like weekly practice leaderboards for each stage and each series to see where you're kind of stacking up and to see to kind of monitor your own progress. And then there's the official leaderboard, which only resets once a season. and you have to burn lead in order to attempt those. So you earn lead by shooting more new stages or shooting personal bests or near personal bests on other stages, and you can only have 50 lead at a time, and each attempt for an official score burns one lead. Um, and one of the best things I like about it actually is the multiplayer aspect. So you can have a friend or like a few friends or 10, or actually don't know the limit per se. I don't have enough friends to ever hit the limit, but we've had 3 or 4 or 5 people in a range at a time. And you basically join a range and pick a stage, and your friends can join, and it's just like you're all together on a practice range. You can talk to each other. One guy goes in the box at a time. He kind of hits the timer and runs a stage, and then it keeps its own little practice leaderboard over to the side just for you guys in the room at that time. And you can kind of, do little challenges amongst each other or just kind of see where you are as you shoot the stages and stuff like that. So that's pretty fun. That's really where I probably spend the majority of my kind of virtual bullets. Just spending some time in there, just hanging out with the boys. So overall, I'm a big fan. I would definitely recommend it. If you want to check it out, again, remember to use that coupon code Super Tactical, all one word. And hit me up in the comments down there if you have any questions or you want to reach out. Thanks.
Stand by. Stand by.